We talk about this a lot, and I think there's been multiple papers. We put out information about doing different sports, not specializing in one sport in youth, because that's the same motion over and over again. And you can imagine that stress gets to one area of the body, especially those growth plates. It gets in that one area every time. Telling parents is one, diversify. Have your kids do multiple sports. Have them do, swim team during the summer. Have them do, their little league. Have them do soccer. Have them do gymnastics. As much as you can, diversify on that. That way that one part of the body is not getting overly stressed. Listen to your kids. Watch your kids. I think that's huge. When they start to complain about one area this is hurting, if it gets to a couple days in a row, not just that it's growing pains, but it might be stress to that growing center and not so much the growing pain that's causing problems. So I think listening to their kids is also a great thing, because then you can kind of catch these things early. Other things, if something's different, usually if they've had a big growth spurt, really watch your kids, because I see that tremendously with injuries in youth, is that they've hit a growth spurt. And every time I ask about an injury, I said, how much have you grown in this year or in the last 3 months? And parents go, 1 inch to 2 inch, an inch in the last 3 months. Those are the times that your body's more vulnerable. So kind of watching if your kid's growing and they're in the middle of that sport, just making sure that there's recovery days, making sure that there's some extra things, because that can put them at increased risk when they have those huge growth spurts. Nutrition is also a good one too. It's hard when you have kids that are in school, they have school all day, and then they go straight to practice, and then they have games over the week. Nutrition sometimes during the school year gets hard, and they're not eating enough to do all those activities all day long. So sometimes we forget about the little things like nutrition, giving them a, little snack before practice. We forget about that. We're on the car ride from school to practice. We forget about those things. Hydration and nutrition, so that way your body can fuel itself for that activity, but also to heal afterwards. So a good dinner afterwards. I can't tell you how many parents I talk to that say, oh yeah, we got home at 8 or 9 o'clock and dinner and trying to get them ready for bed and schoolwork and homework, but making sure that they're getting fed as well with good nutritional items is really good too.